This week has been frustrating for me. I'm still in the boot. I was told it was going to be 2 weeks. I'm at 2 weeks and I still need this boot. And I'm angry about it. So let's get into it.
Go, mommy.
All right, y'all. So as you know, I've sprained my ankle. If you don't know, I have the videos linked in the description. But when I first got my ankle looked at, I was told it was very mild and I should be in a boot about 2 weeks and then I'll be good to go. It's been 2 weeks and I still require this boot. I do feel like there's a little bit of progress in healing, but I'm not quite there yet. I still can't drive. I still can't work out. And as a matter of fact, typically on a normal day at work, I get about 9,000 plus steps in a day. And since this boot, I've still been getting 7,000 steps in a day, which is not conducive to my ankle healing. And it's it's frustrating because I need to work, but I also need to rest my ankle. So things that I've been doing in these last 2 weeks is I constantly keep ice packs on it while I'm at work. I can't really elevate it there, but I do try to prop it up on a stool when I sit here and there. When I come home, it's food, baths, maybe some homework, bed, and we got to do it all over again the next day. So I don't have a whole lot of time to elevate and ice when I get home because we are settling down for the day and getting ready for bed so we can do it all over again. Um, and all of the pain has been around a 3 or 4, which for me isn't too bad. It's aggravating. It's nagging. It's there every day. It's there all the time. It just stays. And that's an indication to me that it needs to heal and it needs to rest. And I'm in a position where I can't quite do that. And not only that, being in a boot, because you're off balance, everything else begins to hurt. So my hips ache, my knees ache, my other foot aches, my other ankle aches because I'm not balanced and I'm still walking so much. And I just been aggy. I'm frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. My little one's been sick this week. On top of her being sick, she's constipated. And for me, this constipation situation is pretty chronic at this point. It's been happening for a long time. And for me to have all the information, for her to have gone to the doctor and this still be an issue is frustrating. It's frustrating for me to see her suffer. It's frustrating that my efforts aren't working. It's just a frustrating week. And not, although I'm tiptoeing, trying to get back on track, to be stopped like this and realize that you can't do certain things is frustrating. It makes you feel lazy. I've definitely gone through mentally, like, how can I explain this? Gaslighting myself, I guess. Like, are you really injured? Because I didn't break any bones. It wasn't any bruising. The swelling wasn't massive like you would think, but it's injured. I feel it. But because I don't have those typical symptoms, I pushed myself when really I should just rest. And I struggle with people believing me because the physical symptoms aren't there. The symptoms are, I feel it because it's within my body, but to another person you can't exactly see it. And so that's been a mental struggle for me too. And I don't know why. I just want to push myself past this injury and I can't. And that's frustrating for me. And it makes me feel lazy. It makes me feel like I'm never going to reach my goals. And so fighting against these thoughts have been wild for me too. Um, it makes me go back to that time where I had all the time in the world to do this and I didn't. And now that I really want to accomplish my goals, it it's always something. But anyway, that's the negative feelings. Um, all I can do right now, I think I'm just aggy because my whole body aches and it's slowing me down. Outside of that, I've still been in good spirits. I'm not down about it. I'm just like, okay, like let's get on with this. But in the interim, I have to focus on what I can control. And for me, that is controlling what I put in my mouth. That is controlling what I speak. So I've definitely been trying to remain positive. I haven't exactly controlled what I put in my mouth, but that is what I'm going to start doing this week. Because I think for me, I was just like, okay, 2 weeks, I got this. We're going to eat those up and we'll get back to it. And that hasn't happened yet. So now I just need to stop saying that I have that time, because I don't. So now I'm just going to focus on nutrition. I'm going to focus on my positive mindset. I'm going to focus on what I speak out of my mouth. That's just where I am right now. So I have to start doing low impact things. And so for me, maybe that looks like core. Maybe that looks like arms, shoulders, biceps, triceps, and back. And that'll just have to be that. Maybe I could try to figure out some glute work, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna focus on what I do in the kitchen. It's very discouraging to get up at 4 a.m. and work. Know that I can't do much, so why am I waking up? But that's not a good mindset to have, because each day, each little bit you do, it matters. And so each day and each little bit that I don't do, that matters as well. So that's what I'll be doing this week. I will be prepping and planning to control my nutrition and to incorporate upper body core and maybe some glutes, and see how that goes. I have to plan and I have to be organized down to what I'm gonna wear. That is just me and how I'm set up. If I'm not planned and prepped in that way, I will not succeed. I have to know what meals I'm eating. I have to meal prep them. In order for me to stay on track, it requires a lot of planning and prep. And so that is what's going to happen for me to be successful. I have to be organized. I'm fine with pivoting and any deviation from the plan. But when there's so many pivots and deviations from the plans that I can't check things off my list, I start to get real aggy. And that's where I am. I'm real aggy because things are not getting checked off the list in an appropriate amount of time. It's piling up. I don't like it. So that's my mindset. That's where I am right now. I didn't want to show you guys that I was frustrated, but it's a part of my journey. This is a part of what's going on in my life right now. So I might as well show that too. I hope that does not sprinkle off onto you guys. Definitely not dumping. Just documenting that this is where I am. So now that that's out there, what am I going to do? I'm solution driven. What am I about to do to move forward? So I have my laptop in front of me, and I'm about to start checking some things off my list, and I'm going to bring y'all with me. So here we go. So the first thing I did was find me some relaxing music, and I put my ankle up and iced it for a little bit. So the next thing I did was grab my journal, and I decided to talk to God. That's what I do in my journals. We have conversations as if he don't know what's going on in my life, but I tell him anyway. And I'm just talking to him about how I'm feeling, why I'm feeling the way that I do. And I wait for him to respond. And that's how we do. That's how we communicate with each other. And it's something that balances me. It gives me peace, and I was definitely able to calm down. The next thing on my list was to make sure I had all the ingredients for my meal prep for the upcoming week and to see what I'm missing so that I can get those things shopped for over the weekend. However, my little one came back downstairs. She's not feeling good and she just likes cuddles when she's not feeling well. So, of course, my plans from this point forward stopped because she needed me. And this will conclude my video as I chose to not record anything else and just sit here and be in the quiet with her. Thank y'all so much for watching. And until next time, I love you guys and go mommy.